Yeah, yeah, like that. Tell the people that Phony Water is back. Like that. Tell the people that Phony Water is back. Like that.
You are tuned into the W Show on Sideline Sports Talk Network and 100.1 FM, Kansas City. Live from Radio Row in San Francisco, California. Brought to you by Gates Barbecue, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, Dillard Zona Rosa, the Soul of Santa, Golden Gate Funeral and Cremation Services, and Wood Nissan.
Back here on Radio Row with the W Show, sports and pop culture. We're talking with Miss Anne-Marie Crothheim and Mr. Brian Young. We're talking about the taste of the NFL.
Yeah.
How are you all doing today?
We're great.
Doing great.
We're getting hungry though, talking about this event and all the great food that'll be there. It's going to be amazing.
Now, talk about that. Of course, you're the CEO of Gen Youth. Just talk about the experience. I know we've been the past few years, and it's been definitely an experience for us.
Great. I hope you're coming this Saturday.
Always.
I'll start with Gen Youth, the national nonprofit that I lead. We are founded by the NFL. They're one of our founding partners, and our mission is to help ensure that school children thrive by living well nourished and physically active lives. So we raise money and give grants back to schools in all 32 club markets to help ensure kids have access to healthy school meals, especially breakfast, and opportunities for physical activity. Schools really are the great equalizer. All children have access to healthy school meals, time to be physically active and play, but they need our help. So what we're doing here at Super Bowl, and the reason that we're here today, is that we host the Taste of the NFL on Saturday.
Okay.
It's the largest philanthropic event that happens at the Super Bowl each year, a food and football extravaganza, and all net proceeds come back to Gen Youth that we then grant to schools across the country.
Brian, a lot of folks know who you are. You're 49ers Hall of Famer. And just talk about your involvement with Gen Youth.
Well, this year was an opportunity to come alongside and support Gen Youth through our organization. We've been big supporters, and I've been a huge fan of the Taste of the NFL. And anytime you put food, supporting young people, more importantly, and helping them thrive in football together, I'm about it. And what a great opportunity to be able to come alongside Gen Youth and support and advocate what they're doing. I think it's incredible that this whole effort to really raise money and awareness in the NFL's philanthropic effort to bring awareness to this great cause and benefit Gen Youth to help nourish and really provide for our kids and help them become the best they possibly can.
And like I said, a lot of people know your name, and putting your name, with a company like Gen Youth. Just talk about that feeling that you have doing that.
Yeah, just in terms of what they're doing. It's important. Our youth, they need support. When you have a community that is underserved and you're able to advocate or help in a way. It's one thing to identify a need, but it's another thing to be an example and put boots to the ground to support, and meet a need. And so Gen Youth has been doing this for years and across the nation in the football cities. And it's been great work, on behalf of the NFL, who's been a huge supporter of this. I'm excited, with the work that they're doing.
Yeah, definitely. And this, for the record, not because you're sitting here, but this, I think this is our favorite event throughout the weekend.
It is our favorite.
Because we hit a lot of events. But how I noticed on there that these will be over 20 Bay Area restaurants. So for each city, are you always focused on the different restaurants and the different chefs within that city, or do you also bring in different ones in? Because with New Orleans, you may have different people in Louisiana.
Exactly. We actually do a little bit of both. So we do have some national celebrity chefs who travel with us. Carla Hall and Andrew Zimmern have been two of the chefs that are with us, since we started doing this event. We also then, in this year, engaged Kat Cora and Tyler Florence, who are also well-known, highly regarded chefs. But then we have an advisory council. Brian Young is one of the members of our advisory council, and we do that in each market when the Super Bowl is being held. And we ask for their input on the best bites in the Bay Area. And we got great recommendations. We're also working with the Culinary Institute of America, who have a lot of great chef graduates in the area. So we pulled together a list that really represents the culture and the diversity and the food and the flavor in the market where we are. So we will have 20 local chefs. We'll have about 10 of these other chefs that are nationally known and recognized. And then at each of those stations where people can sample the great food, we have Hall of Famers and other NFL greats. Bryant will be with us donating his time to the effort, and people will get a football with an autograph panel. They can get autographs from all the players. Some may want autographs of the chefs. I think you might want some of the chef autographs.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Forget the football players. I'm a fan of the chefs.
Yeah.
Their creativeness and just, their popularity, but their years of experience in the dishes that they cook up, I'm excited about. I'm a big foodie. I watch a lot of the shows that these guys are on, and for them to be here, I'm excited about it.
Definitely. And putting together this event and having so many different vendors and things, like how long does it take? Because even with the Super Bowl, they start 2 years ahead. Are you working that far in advance, or is it more so within like that year window?
It starts a little more than a year in advance, but immediately after we leave the Super Bowl this year, we will start deeply planning for Los Angeles. And what else is really exciting is that because this event at the Super Bowl has become so popular and so successful in terms of supporting nutrition and physical activity for kids, the Packers came to us last year and asked us to host a Taste of the Draft in conjunction with the NFL Draft in Green Bay. And it was so celebrated and such a lovely way to kick off the draft. It was on draft eve. That we're working with the Steelers to do this again in Pittsburgh on April 22nd.
Okay. Look like we're going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we are going to Pittsburgh, but how does one get on the selection committee to pick the other restaurants and chefs?
You want to be on the advisory board?
I would love to be on an advisory board.
Yeah, we look for people in the area who are well connected. And the 49ers and the 49ers Foundation actually recommended Bryant to us. We work with the host committee, some of the sponsors. PNC is one of the sponsors in the area, and other, well-known, highly engaged. There's someone from the governor's office on our advisory council. So they've been just such a great asset to helping us plan, from everything from the venue to potential sponsors to the chefs to the look and feel, to really bring a feeling of the Bay Area to life. And then our presenting sponsor is PepsiCo, and they've been a steadfast supporter of this event for many, many, many years. They're deeply committed to ending hunger in the community, and we couldn't be more grateful for their support.
Definitely.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is.
And we still have a few tickets left. So we are nearing capacity. If folks are interested in participating, they can be found at tasteofthenfl.org. And if you're interested, you're not here in the Bay Area, but you're interested in learning more about Gen Youth's work, our website is genyouthnow.org.
Yeah. And make sure you get those tickets, because the goodie bag leaving is always like worthwhile, because they normally have like some seasonings, but then there's a couple of different things, some literature in there. But
and C's Candy's a big business here in the Bay Area. They're going to have a big chocolate activation at the event. There's going to be some gifts in your gift bag from C's. We're going to have a trolley car photo moment, iconic San Francisco photo. Doug Flutie, well known in the football community, also has a band. Maybe that's your next chapter.
Yeah, I'm a bassist, so
really,
Doug can
you
let
need
me
to
play
talk
a
to
set.
Doug.
So
Maybe
we'll
you
see.
should So his band's going to be there playing. And then we have Sonoma wine growers who are going to be providing all of the wine for the event, bringing the best from Sonoma Valley. And we're really excited to add that accent.
Definitely.
I hope all my friends are jealous.
And then playing.
I don't know if you can have favorites or not, but have you had a favorite city that you've done this in?
Oh, that is hard. New Orleans was amazing last year. Very walkable city. And again, such a great cultural heritage with food and flavor. Yeah. Although much of that is here in San Francisco too. So we really enjoy getting to know the people in the community. And leading up to the Super Bowl each year, in addition to Taste of the NFL, which supports schools in all 32 club markets, we do a deep dive in the community hosting the Super Bowl. And this is the 60th Super Bowl. So this year we committed to support 60 schools in the Bay Area exclusively. with school nutrition, grab-and-go meal carts, and flag football equipment. It's already been put into all
Yes.
60 schools. Kids are, eating those healthy school meals, playing flag in their PE class, and that will last long after the final whistle of the big game.
Definitely.
That's amazing. Real quick, before we let you go, you got to know we're Super Bowl weekend. Who do you guys have winning?
He's the expert.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the expert, but I think you're going to get a really good game. Both teams are just hitting on all cylinders. They're young, they're energetic, got good quarterbacks. Sam Darnold's playing his best he's ever played at the right time.
Yeah.
You got May, who's doing a phenomenal job as a young quarterback, but they have all the supporting cast around them. And I'm just excited for both head coaches, for the organizations. I think you're going to get just an exciting, amazing, talented, thrilled, entertaining game. I think Seattle, in my opinion, is going to edge them out a little bit.
Do you think a healthy 49ers team would have beat the Seahawks?
A healthy 49ers team will definitely make some noise. Beat them. Yeah, absolutely.
They know I'm a 49ers fan. I love this.
Yeah.
But yeah,
absolutely.
I was upset. I was disappointed, but
Yeah, we just, when you look at what happened and transpired over the course of the year, they've done a really good job. There's no second place trophies for what they did, but in terms of all the injuries that transpired in the season, they just got to the end of the year and the rope ran short. And so, but hats off to them for the job done, coaching job that was done, managing different people, putting them in the mix to help them excel and make plays. Just a fantastic coaching job.
Definitely.
Well, we need a Super Bowl in Kansas City.
We need it.
can bring Taste of the NFL.
Well,
Because there's good food in Kansas City.
There is, there is.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
familiar.
I heard Gates. Did I hear Gates on
Gates.
the promo?
Yes.
You know my guy?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we got to get into that.
I've been there before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great barbecue.
And I know you're busy on Saturday, but do you get to watch the game?
We were talking about that. I've been to one Super Bowl. It was a bucket list opportunity and
Okay.
amazing. I actually enjoy watching the game from home.
mhm.
I like the whole production. I love the
Mhm.
game. I love the replays. I love the ads. I love the halftime. So there's something about, I think, that television production that just
Yeah.
makes it really amazing. Although seeing it in person is definitely a moment.
Definitely.
Right? Anne Marie, we thank you for giving us
Thank
some
you
time
very
today.
much.
Thank
I
you.
hope we'll see you
Absolutely. Thank
Saturday.
you.
Oh, you definitely
One time,
Definitely
where can
will.
people buy
Definitely.
tickets?
tasteofthenfl.com.
All right.
Thank you.
tasteofthenfl.com. We'll be back here live with more guests coming up soon.
Opinions expressed on the W Radio Show by the host, co-host, guests, and call-in listeners are solely the opinions and responsibility of the original source who expressed them. They do not represent the opinions of the W Show, 100.1 FM, One Kansas City Radio, Sideline Sports Talk, Team Wall Street Foundations, or affiliates.